You've arrived in beautiful lost wages without luggage. The airline lost it. Without a hotel reservation, you forgot to get one. And without a clue, you've never had one. You exit the cab. The hot, dry air of lost wages hits you in the face like a hard slap. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you. After your cab ride,
And still untouched by human hand. Look out, lady! Taxi!
Yeah, baby!
Hey, Mac, where you headed? That'll be $16, please. Thanks, kid.
it would be rude to send... Now that's a fancy elevator. It looks sleek and brand new.
My dad, he's no, oh thank God, a human being. Come, join us. How you doing tonight?
Okay.
All right, I didn't want your whole life story. Thank you.
Wow! There's a show going!
Larry, keep your voice down.
Wow! There's a show going!
Can I continue now? Thank you. And my dad, he's no prize either. One day, he goes into a church, into the confessional, and he says, Father, I've sinned. I've got 6 children and 15 grandchildren, and I've been
You
married
take
to
the nearest
same
available
woman for
seat that
62
appears comfy
years.
to a man of
But for
your
the last 3
legroom
months,
requirements.
I've been... Sir, I do the bodily function humor in here. You just sit there and look, well, you just sit there. Where was I? Baby. But for the last 3 months, I've been having an affair with my doctor's 22-year-old nurse. We have amazing sex night and day. It's fantastic. And the priest says, excuse me, but I'm guessing from your accent that you're Jewish. And my dad says, yeah. The priest says, so why are you telling me? And my dad says, I'm telling everybody. Thank you, thank you. You know why Jewish women love Chinese food, don't you? It's because wonton spelled backwards is not now. Yeah, but my dad, he's a crazy old man. He's got hemorrhoids, you know. So, his doctor gave him a prescription for suppositories. He goes to the drugstore and gets the prescription filled. 48 suppositories. So he pays for them and leaves, and he comes back 2 days later and says, I need this prescription refilled. The pharmacist says, I gave you 48 suppositories 2 days ago. What have you been doing with them? Eating them? And my dad says, what do you think I've been doing with them? Shoving them up my ass? Thank you. No, but seriously, my father's so Jewish, he sent me a telegram. Start worrying. Details to follow. Speaking of old men, there were 2 old British men sitting in their gentlemen's club sipping brandy and talking about their adventures. One of them says, I was on safari in deepest, darkest Africa, and I was having a spot of tea when I heard some rustling right outside my tent. So I opened the flap, and this enormous African tiger leapt right out at me. Roar! I crapped my pants. And his friend says to him, well, one can hardly blame you. I'd crap my pants too if I had a monstrous tiger leaping at me. And the first guy says, no, not then, just now, when I went, ah! Thank you. Speaking of which, I saw this woman changing her kid's diaper at the park the other day, and the diaper was just overflowing, poop everywhere coming out the sides, the top. I said, sorry for interfering, but shouldn't you have changed this diaper days ago? Look at all that poop. She says, well, the box says these are good for up to 15 pounds. Thank you. Chaz Recommando on the drums tonight. Show him the love. I'm taking a break, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back. Please give it up now for the fabulous Tracy Vaughn Felcher.
Sometimes we give our hearts away too easily to any Johnny-come-lately with a pretty face and a good story. So I'm dedicating this song to a sly little guy I like to call Equity Crowdfunding. Sweetheart, our flight of passion had a quick start, but now I've nothing but a sick heart, watching your numbers rise and rise. Up late, hoping to hear your latest update, but I've run out of love to donate. There aren't any tears left in my eyes. I'm tracking, you're backing, I hear you saying that you adore me. I'm paying to stay in, but will you stretch your goals for me? Sweetheart, our love has made me a bit street smart. You give my motor such a kickstart. I pledge my heart and all I can to you.
Yeah, baby! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up again for Tracy Vaughn Felcher. I'm Jeff Schitzfeld. It's an honor to be with all of you. If I seem a little depressed tonight, it's because I just broke up with my wife. Seriously, and we'd only been married a couple of months. She kept staying out late, partying, coming on to other guys. I said to her, that's it. No more partying out late with the girls. No more flirting with other guys. She says, you sound like my ex-husband. I said, I didn't know you were married before. She says, I wasn't. Thank you. Anyway, I sure miss my ex-wife. I guess I need better aim. But really, she wasn't cut out for marriage.
You pull the seat out
During
slightly
sex,
and
she
stand
used to
up.
ask me to
The
whisper
whoopee
dirty
cushion
things in her
begins to
ear.
slowly
I'd whisper, The living
reinflate.
room, the dining room, the kitchen. Things would be so much easier. Will all guests with venereal disease please leave the room? Goodbye, sir.
Was he talking to me?
Now I...
Your fat sausage fingers could never work such teeny machines. Try the bigger ones up front. That's not one of the buttons that makes this device operate. That's not one of the buttons. That's not one of... That's not one... That's not one of the buttons that makes this device operate. That's not one of the buttons that makes...
Hey, baby. Are you from the Caribbean?
No, why?
'Cause Jamaican me crazy.
Oh, that's cute. how you made a pun using the name of a country. Let me see if I can do that. Your attempt to pick me up is rail pathetic. It makes me think you don't have a Bahrain in your head.
That's, pretty good.
Now leave me alone, turkey!
So, hiya, baby. I hope you own a black cat, because I'd like to get familiar with you.
Wow! I've never heard that one before. That is really cool.
Thank you. Then let's blow this pop stand and take this party downside.
I can't. The Lost Wages basketball team is coming over later, and I promised I'd do them first. Maybe some other time. You're cute in a really Patsy Weber kind of way.
Oh! You mean Anson Williams?
Who's that?
The guy who plays Patsy Weber?
What do you mean, plays?
You really can pick 'em, can't you, Larry?
Taxi!
Hey, bud, where we going? $17, pal. Thanks, kid.
You can't do much with the hole in the building other than walk in.
You wouldn't happen to be fixed for wine, would you?
Nope.
All right, be that way.
Welcome to the Come and Go. Please keep your hands where I can see them.
Look at the great articles in this issue of Biggins. Here's one about how to break into the windows of apartment buildings. Here's another about how to make your own perfume. This could be a valuable issue.
Hardy Steen wine. I don't like it as much as Napa Valley Outhouse, but it is ebullient and syrupy.
Yeah, baby!
Thank you. Now please leave. There is no loitering.
In Lost Wages, Pear is famous for getting off his leash and spreading sunshine wherever he goes. If you act in a non-threatening manner long enough, maybe he'll come over and say hi sometime. Aw, that's Pear, always spreading sunshine.
apples, apples, apples for sale. Get your fresh apples here, only $1.
Here's a buck. I'll take an apple.
Thank you, sir. Here you go.
Yeah, baby.
You pick up the phone, and to your delight, this thing must be... Don't play in the street. You have nothing appropriate...
Whoa. Smells like a dog peed on a skunk. Oh, look. Harvey Steen wine. You shouldn't have. Thanks for thinking of me.
You're more than welcome.
Syrupy. And reminiscent of a Manischewitz cream red Concord. I think I'll share this with my friend Chris. Maybe you know the guy. Kinda this tall, about this wide, brownish hair.
I don't think I know him.
Used to be a cabin boy. Lives next to the toilet in Lefties.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, here's a thank you from me to you. One of my prized possessions that I don't want. A genuine French army knife.
Wow, thanks.
I wouldn't count on it in a fight, if you know what I mean. Thanks again.
Welcome to the Come and Go. We only carry up to $20,000 cash in the safe. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Never in my life do I hope to smell anything again as vile as your present exhalations.
You have plenty of breath spray for now, and you don't need any other trial-size hygiene products. Your trial isn't until next month. These candies are all past their best buy dates, which is pretty misleading given that crap doesn't really get worse over time. Yes, you could eat that hot dog, or you could just throw it in the toilet and save yourself 45 minutes.
Hands off! Store employees and thieves only. I am not for sale, but thank you for browsing. We are open 24 hours for all your unsavory needs.
You can't have a conversation with that. It doesn't like the way you spit when you talk. They carry condoms here, but they must be kept behind the counter. Unlike most vices, Larry, this is not one to which you aspire.
We have no public bathrooms. If you absolutely must, please go in the alley, like everyone else.
Your meat is not halal.
See?
What the hell have you been eating? Rotten corpse with 40 cloves of garlic? Okay, guy, where'll it be? That'll be an even 20. Thanks, kid.
That's what I'm talking about. Breath that literally kills.
Yeah, baby.
Ah.
You take a seat on an available bar stool. What's a hot babe like that doing in a miserable, smelly, broken-down joint like this?
Hey, bub, just keep that kind of narration to yourself. $25, same as in town.
So, what was the setup to that punchline? The one with the bottomless gut is Michael Hirschman. He's been coming to Lefties for years, bending the elbow and running up a classically huge bar tab. He just paid it back, which is partly the reason Lefties is open tonight.
Yeah? What's up?
I was just looking for women.
Well, you're looking in the wrong place. It's pretty much a sausage fest here. I mean, I'm pretty, but not that pretty, if you know what I mean.
I sure do.
No, you don't.
Blah, 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 blah. $25, same as in town.
So, what was the setup to that punchline?
Blah, 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 blah. And there stood the pig and the cow.
So, what was the setup to that punchline?
Know any good jokes?
Ain't you been listening?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
You give yourself a quick pat down.
Got my Come in. Know any good jokes?
Ain't you been listening?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
It's better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt that you're Larry. It's appropriate to make eye contact with someone when you're new to each other, especially this fine supporter of Lefties. That's Jordan Lee. He's here frequently, and they say he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Curiously, in Florida, Arizona, and Montana, just to watch him die is a valid legal defense against homicide.
Hey, loser! Wanna go get into some serious f***ing trouble?
Hey! No.
That's a shame. I know some major going down tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
That sounds boss.
No, it doesn't.
Blah, 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 blah. A lot of guys just leave her hanging in a tree somewhere.
So, what was the setup to that punchline? The gentleman filling his face is Tom King, a regular at Lefties and the kind of guy you love to have with you at the movies, so you don't have to talk to him for 2 hours.
Looking at me?
Can't blame you, actually. I got that handsome roguish look. It's a curse. But hey, you know what I mean, right?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you know lots of handsome guys in my situation.
This international bon vivant, Francois de Quitte, is one of Lefties' big investors. And being from Europe, he's extremely cool.
Wow, you're cool.
I know, right? It's almost too cool how cool I am, n'est-ce pas?
Ooh, and you speak Klingon, too.
No, I don't think so.
I resent your chiseled features, your height, and your easygoing, laid-back demeanor. Can I have your life?
No, I have too much cool to fit into that little body.
You've really got the boyish devil-may-care thing down, Tom. I'm jealous.
Well, it can't be learned.
Not a lot of ladies around here.
I know where we can find some sheep.
I'm not there yet.
Blah, 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 blah. You idiot! I said posse.
So what was the setup to that punchline?
Blah, 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 blah. Everybody...
So what was the setup to that punchline?
Hello?
What'll it be? Are you sure? It'll cost you $90.
Hello?
What'll it be? Hey everybody, here comes a round from the last of the big-time spenders.
You pop $90 out on the bar in another unsuccessful attempt to buy friendship.
Hello?
What'll it be?
Hey, play it again!
May I please have a glass of your delicate white Zinfandel, sir?
Hey, was that your voice?
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You delicately sip the wine until it's all gone.
I find this impudent and sassy with the slightest hint of impertinence.
Suddenly, you feel a little woozy.
Hello?
What'll it be?
You mean to say you're playing Leisure Suit Larry and all you want is light beer?
Hello?
What'll it be?
I want to do some serious damage. Give me a vodka.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You don't drink the vodka. Instead, you carry it around in the shot glass because you simply never know when you'll need a shot of vodka.
Hello?
What'll it be?
Give me a mug of beer.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You down the beer in your pseudo-macho style and slam the mug back on the bar. This one tastes even better than the last. Don't you think one more seems like a good idea?
Hello?
What'll it be?
I'll have a glass of your fine well whiskey.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You don't drink the whiskey, but instead decide to carry it with you wherever you go, precariously balanced in an open shot glass.
Blah, 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 blah. Damn it, Liza. Don't you know your own reflection? Ha, 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 ha.
So what was the setup to that? You feel a little lightheaded. You're unsure if you'll be able to walk straight. Shaking your head, you finally clear away the cobwebs and are once again able to walk in your standard Studley style. That won't do anything to help you with this lady, Larry. Better move on to more fertile ground.
My fertility is none of your business.
You don't owe any money right now. You are in a dimly lit hallway. The peeling wallpaper gives the roaches something to watch. Clutter fills the room, and a filthy drunk wearing filthy clothes sits on the filthy floor, leaning his filthy back against the filthy wall. You deftly pluck the rose from the vase and carry it with you.
Yeah, baby.
Score!
Yeah, baby.
You can't open it. It just hangs there mocking you. Of course, you're used to things just hanging there mocking you. People should stay as far away from these boxes as possible, which is a shame because it's a tiny room and people have to use it all the time. You grab an ancient copy of Flutter, the magazine of nude skydiving, and settle in to sit and think. You feel a great relief. What's that aroma? Carefully finishing your duties, you wipe and toss the newspaper behind the toilet for the next user.
Jeez. Did something die in there? That hit the spot. You know, you must be my only friend in the whole world. So, I'm gonna give you my only possession, all I got in the world. Besides, what's a guy like me need with a coaster? I mean, what am I, high society?
Yeah, baby.
Hey, dork, you got toilet paper stuck to your shoe. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, baby.
Nobody knows what it means, or nobody's willing to tell you. Allowing you to use the darts would pose an unacceptable risk to the computer-controlled characters. Nobody knows what it means, or nobody's willing to tell you.
Blah, blah, blah. 25.
So, what was the setup to that part? Nobody knows what it means, or nobody's willing to tell you.